Hi everyone, delonewolf here, and look at what I bought this weekend on the Steam sale. Civilization 5, 75% off, and it was only $12.50. So I'm going to play a single player game here. Civilization is actually the series that made me a gamer. Civilization 2 is the first game that I actually owned and played seriously, and I bought it after watching somebody play Civilization 1. So this is really going back to my roots as a gamer, and I'm really happy with what I've seen so far. I've spent the whole weekend getting reacquainted with this new civilization, and I'm happy to say that so far they haven't dumbed it down in any significant way. It's still as complex, and it took me a decent amount of time to get around most of the new mechanics in it. So I'm going to play with the Egyptians now. They were one of my favorite civilizations back in the day, and I'm going to take the standard type, so continents and then a standard map size. I'm going to play another game on the beginner level of difficulty, because there are some things that I want to check out before I go on to larger maps and more difficult stuff. So let's start the game.
We greet thee, O great Ramses, Pharaoh of Egypt, who causes the sun to rise and the Nile to flow, and who blesses his fortunate people with all the good things of life. O great Lord, from time immemorial your people lived on the banks of the Nile River, where they brought writing to the world, advanced mathematics, sculpture, and architecture. Thousands of years ago, they created the great monuments which still stand tall and proud. O Ramses, for uncounted years your people have endured as other petty nations around them have risen and then fallen into dust. They look to you to lead them once more into greatness. Can you honor the gods and bring Egypt back to a rightful place at the very center of the world? Can you build a civilization that will stand the test of time?
Let's begin the journey. Right, so I'm actually playing on DirectX 9 here, because I'm having some issue with DirectX 10 and 11, a lot of crashes. But the graphics are quite nice, you know, but it's Civilization turn-based game, so don't expect too much. Let's just start the usual. I found my city right here. So Thebes has just been set, and here are my first warriors. And I thought, yeah, you could automate exploration, so I'm going to give them this order this time. And let's see, for production, I'll just start with the monument, and I prefer to take pottery first. So let's get moving. Hey guys, continue to explore. And the game is always pretty slow as we start, but later on the turns get a lot longer. Right now I'm just in the build-up phase, and I'm trying to figure out what's the most efficient way to start up an empire or to run an empire. And this looks pretty nice so far, actually. This entire northern part of this land is unsettled, so I should be able to get 1 or 2 cities up there. Keep going, guys. Oh, well, I wouldn't have gone that way, but okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe. Come on, start doing some more logical things. And 2 more turns till we get pottery. Thebes has grown.
Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth it?
Pottery, which is pretty important. Next one, let's just take mining. And in tips, it's just one more turn until the monument is done, so I'm going to finish that one first. Let's go. And now I'm going to build a granary which adds 2 food production. And each source of wheat, bananas and deer worked by the city produce 1 extra food. Because I like to get a lot of population growth at the beginning. And, let's get to work.
Ancient ruins hold secrets that may advance our civilization.
Thank you. Next turn. Let's see what this gives us. You'll find Ancient Empire 95 gold. Okay, that's nice. You have accumulated enough culture points to adopt your social policy, so this is one of the big changes in comparing with the old civilizations that I knew, is that you can actually have many different types of social policies. So what personally I think that liberty at first is the best one, because this part here, collective rule, gives you a free settler, so you can get a first city pretty early on. Let's see this one, no more move orders, alright. Let's continue to explore. Oh, some more ruins discovered, very nice. So more information, right? Looks like a city-state over there, or is it? Yeah, probably. And where are the barbarians? Right there. Keep going. Next turn. I'm going to check it out. This is pretty strange land, and it's pretty unusual that I haven't met anyone else so far. And I can adopt another policy, citizenship, which gives me an extra worker. So let's just get that one done. A unit needs orders, and this is another thing that I didn't see during or use during my games this weekend, is that you can also completely automate your workers, and as far as I've seen, this feature is pretty good. So I'm just going to have them on automate and see how they fare, and if it speeds up the game a little bit. Choose production. I'm gonna go for a second warrior actually. Choose research. Sailing is pretty good, especially considering the amount of coastal areas I have here. So I want this guy to explore the right side actually, because it would be great if that's there. I can make it a third city there, and that it's a safe and enclosed part of my empire. Barbarians there, but they are archers. Minor victory if I attack. Approximate damage 6, 5. Wounds 50%. It's pretty close, but I'm gonna risk it because I want my next city there. Let's see if they can get... no. Alright. I'll just build another warrior, and I'll get masonry because I want to go for the pyramids first, since I'm Egypt, and that'll be around 15 minutes. So I'm going to stop the first recording here, and I'll see if at what pace I continue this. See you guys next time.